क्या आप लोगों से बात करने में घबराते हो? क्या आपको लाइफ में अकेलापन सा लगता है? क्या आपकी लाइफ में बिल्कुल भी दोस्त नहीं है? जब मैं कॉलेज में था तो मैं अपने बहुत सारे सीनियर्स से मिला जो बहुत ज्यादा स्किल्ड थे, बहुत अच्छी कंपनीज में काम कर रहे थे, बट दे लैक्ड वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल एंड दैट वाज द एबिलिटी टू कम्युनिकेट इफेक्टिवली। अगर आप मेरी वीडियोस देख रहे हो तो या तो आप कॉलेज में हो, अपने करियर स्टार्ट कर रहे हो, या फिर आप फ्रीलांसिंग करते हो। इन तीनों ही केसेस में एक चीज जो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो सब लोग मिस कर देते हैं, दैट इज योर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स। एंड सैडली आपके कॉलेज का कोई भी कोर्स आपको ये स्किल नहीं सिखा सकता। आपने बहुत सारी वीडियोस देखी होंगी यूट्यूब पे अबाउट हाउ टू स्पीक इंग्लिश इफेक्टिवली। मोस्ट ऑफ द एडवाइस यू माइट हियर इज रबिश। न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ के या फिर इंग्लिश मूवीज देख करके आप एक अच्छे कम्युनिकेटर नहीं बन सकते। बी इट एंटरप्रेन्योर्स लाइक स्टीव जॉब्स एंड इलॉन मस्क और पॉलिटिशियंस लाइक बराक ओबामा एंड सो मेनी मोर, दे ऑल have mastered this one skill of effective communication and storytelling. Or you talk about negative world leaders like Hitler, Mussolini, and so many more. They all were master communicators. They knew exactly what to say that would captivate the audience and get them to start liking you. ये एक skill आपको आगे बहुत help करने वाली है अपने career में, तो make sure that you hear me out, because with this you can impress that next recruiter. You can impress that client to work with you. You can become more attractive to your future life partner. So if you want to influence people and want them to like you, make sure that you hit the like button, and let's talk about the first thing, and that is to show genuine interest in others. कितनी बार होता है कि we always try to talk about ourselves, but reality ये है कि all of us are narcissists. अगर आपको किसी से भी बात करनी है, the first thing you need to do is to be genuinely interested in the other person. Instead of talking about कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, आपने क्या उखाड़ा है लाइफ में, stop talking about that. Just talk about them. Try to understand them as much as you can. Show genuine interest in their story. Ask them questions about their challenges that they've faced. How did they overcome those challenges? How did they become a better human? We always like people who show genuine interest in us. Simple चीज जो कर सकते हो is to remember their name first of all and then use it in your conversations. Someone's name is the most beautiful thing to their ears. When I was in college, I decided कि every day I will meet a new person. कई बार lunch या फिर dinner के time I used to sit with someone completely random and I used to just ask them a blanket question. Are you from Mumbai? They would in most cases say no, but that is completely fine because that is how I start a conversation with them. I ask them more questions. Okay, what do you do? How did you like it? What other interests do you have? Okay, you developed an interest in computer science. What have you built in CS? Do you have any projects? Do you want to work with some companies? I am genuinely interested in understanding them, and this one trick will make them like you instantly. Number 2, be an active listener. अब ये एक चीज है जो बहुत underrated है. कई बार लोग भूल जाते हैं कि ऊपर वाले ने 2 कान दिए हैं, 1 मुंह दिया है, तो you have to listen more and talk less. Right? Whenever I meet someone, I am talking the least. Right? The more you talk, the more you lose. The more you listen, the more you gain. Right? Of course, it is a share, it is a conversation, right? But you have to make sure that you are listening as much as possible and then asking questions about them or what they are talking about, right? Just a follow-up from the first point, show genuine interest, and when you're in a conversation, there has to be a back and forth, right? So you have to listen to what they are saying and then keep asking questions. कि अच्छा आपने ऐसे किया बट आपने इसको कैसे ओवरकम किया, अच्छा यू वर एबल टू अचीव दिस बट व्हाट अबाउट दिस अदर चैलेंज, राइट? व्हाट यू आर डूइंग हियर इज यू आर जेन्युइनली शोइंग इंटरेस्ट and you are actively listening to someone. The worst thing that happens in any conversation is that जब वो बोल रहे होते हैं, right? अच्छा ठीक है, okay, okay, right? That is the worst thing you can do whenever you're listening to someone because that just shows that okay ठीक है जो भी बोल रहे हो मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा, जल्दी बोलो, फोन काटो, right? That is the worst thing that you can do if you want someone to genuinely like you. Number 3, talk slowly but with conviction. You might have noticed this one thing with all the leaders out there. अगर आप कोई भी बंदे की फोटो या वीडियो उठा के देख लो, they are always talking slowly. Right? वो जल्दी जल्दी नहीं बोल रहे हैं, they are not hesitating, they have conviction in what they have to say. They don't care कि लोग उन्हें सुन रहे हैं कि नहीं सुन रहे. They know that what they have to say is important and they will say it in their own pace. They are not trying to, make someone like them or they are not trying to impress or impersonate someone else. They are themselves and they are speaking in their own space. जब आप धीरे धीरे बोलते हो ना, people would want to listen every single word that comes out of your mouth. I have noticed this one thing that as we grow older, we tend to speak slowly with more conviction. There are no fillers, there is just conviction in their voice. So the second thing you can do is to start speaking slowly. The third thing actually. Fourth thing is more behavioral, right? First of all, start smiling more often whenever you meet someone. Recently I was meeting a girl and she was like, I like this one thing about you, and that is you smile more often, right, than most people. And I have not, thought about that. I am always like this, like I am on camera. So I was like, okay, तो बाकी लोग नहीं करते क्या smile normally? So they were like, no, most people don't smile as often as you do. And that is genuinely a magnetic thing that you can do, right? That is what attracts people towards you. कि भाई ये बंदा optimistic है, right? Whatever is happening, he is happy, he is smiling, and he is sharing that energy, that vibe with you as well. So smile more often and watch people get attracted towards you because you have that optimistic vibe around you. एक और चीज, eye contact. Whenever you are meeting someone, the worst thing you can do is talk to them while looking somewhere else, right? यहाँ देख रहे हो, वहाँ देख रहे हो, इधर देख रहे हो, इधर देख रहे हो. You're not looking into their eyes, and that just shows a lack of confidence कि आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हो, आप आंखों में आंखें डाल के नहीं बोल पा रहे हो. Why is that the case? Are you lying, or are you just contemplating? Are you not confident in what you are speaking? It just shows that you are not prepared for something, right? So the best thing you can do is to look someone in the eye. Of course आपको घूरना नहीं है किसी को, but this practice of looking at them in the eye and talking to them is very powerful, right? This gaze that you have with someone, that tells them that, okay, my attention is with you and whatever I'm speaking is the truth to the best of my capacity. The best people I've met, be it founders or creators, is their ability to look at you in your eyes and not, getting distracted with every other thing. That just shows that you are not prepared, or that just shows that you do not have the confidence to speak the truth in front, in the eyes. अभी तक वीडियो अच्छी लग रही है तो make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and let's talk about the fifth thing, which is to listen without judging, right? So many times it happens with us, we create biases कि नहीं ये सच है, ये गलत है. This is the right way, this is the wrong way, right? वो लोग बोलते हैं it's either my way or highway. But having this open thought, right, is very important. Like recently I was talking to a transgender. Now I have not met anyone who is a transgender before, so it was new for me, right? And I was keeping an open mind कि ठीक है, whatever you're speaking, I'm here to listen to you, right? And that is very important, right? आप जैसे ही अपने कुछ biases लाओगे, आप जैसे ही अपने कुछ thoughts और decisions ले आओगे without understanding their perspective, that is when you will lose that person, or that is when you will never be able to become a close friend with that person. So hearing someone without judging them for what they have done or what they have not done creates this sense of openness in them as well कि ठीक है, ये बंदा मेरे को जज नहीं कर रहा, I can open up more with this person, right? This is very important. Like मैं जिससे भी मिलता हूँ, they're like, okay, we are very much open to sharing what we've done in our life with you, even though it might be embarrassing for us, but because you are hearing me without judging, I'll share a bit more with you. The best leaders have this quality of not judging someone and just hearing them out. एक बार सुन तो लो क्या कहना चाह रहा है बंदा, right? What is their perspective? What is their life been about? What problems have they faced? And उनका ये mindset क्यों है ऐसा? The sixth thing you can do is to show genuine appreciation towards the other person. अगर आप किसी से मिल रहे हो, start complimenting them and be genuine with your compliments, right? Don't just be like, okay, whatever this dress that you're wearing looks good. That is too generic, right? Meet someone and actually compliment them for what they have done or what they are doing right now, right? A great way to do this is by taking a gift for the other person. I have recently learned this from Ansh Mehra, and I have started to double down on this because that shows that you matter to me, right? This simple act of showing that you matter goes a long way, right? I will remember that person more because they have taken that effort to bring out a gift for me. Or doesn't have to be expensive, it just has to show that intent that okay, you matter to me, and that's why I have this gift for you as a way to remember our first meeting. So I've done this a couple of times, and it actually helps out a lot to build that initial connection with someone. You have to also retain it. Of course, it's not like an initial investment. You have to keep putting in the effort with any relationship, be it a friend, be it a life partner, be it a business partner. You have to keep putting in the effort, and that is how you will be able to retain that relationship. But start complimenting people more. Be genuinely grateful towards them, and you will see them get closer to you and like you even more for all that you are doing. अब बात करते हैं about the last thing that you can do, and that is to be your honest self. You don't need to put on a mask. You don't need a fake personality. You need to be your honest self. The best thing I've done whenever I meet someone on like a cafe, on a coffee shop, whatever meeting I'm having, is I try to be as genuine as I can. And that means sharing all of my imperfections with people, right? I am aware of things that I am not the best at, and I'm okay sharing it with you, because when I am open with you, you automatically start opening up as well, right? And you see that okay, this person is not perfect. They also have their own problems, and that is how they will connect with you, right? So the best thing you can do is to be more open, be more, willing to share how you are feeling and be genuine about it, right? Matlab, I have friends and I disagree with their way of life, but I love how honest they are about it, right? The best thing you can do is to accept who you are and show that self of yours to the world. There's no hiding. It's just pure honesty. And that will take you ahead of most people out there. So these were the 7 things you can do today to become a lot more likable, and you can influence people more. You can make new friends. I have learned this from multiple books, like how to win friends and influence people. वहाँ पे रखिए किताब. There's one more book called as 48 Laws of Power, and there are so many books that will teach you ton of these lessons. But at the end, you need to start the mission of reaching out to people, sitting with them, and actually practicing these things out, right? I hope you've taken notes of whatever I've told you right now. Go execute, share this video with your friend, tag me on social at Ishan Sharma 7390, and I would love to see you in the next video. Subscribe, we are soon going to hit 1 million subscribers on this YouTube channel, and I'm super excited for that day to come. Thank you, I'll see you in the next one.